Well, in a week that saw more than 12,000 new COVID diagnoses across the state, last week the city of Starkville agreed to some new policies for employees. Masks have been required for some time in city buildings, and that will remain the same.
And the Board of Aldermen voted to require unvaccinated workers to use their sick leave if they test positive for COVID-19 and must quarantine, but it's an additional insurance fee for unvaccinated workers that has one alderman taking financial matters into his own hands. Our Desmond Matthews joins us live in the studio with the details. Desmond.
Winston, Andrea, even though the Board of Aldermen agreed to revisit the insurance fee later in the fall, Ward 1 Alderman Ben Carver isn't waiting.
Alderman Ben Carver doesn't think workers who refuse the COVID vaccine should have to pay extra insurance. That is why he's setting up a GoFundMe account. He says the account would pay for the workers' fees.
It all started off with a physician in town that said he's had people reaching out to him. People that just want to help these city employees. We know that municipal and county employees don't always make as much as people do in the private sector. And $75 a month can be a cumbersome burden on a lot of people.
But Carver says all the details for handing out the money to the unvaccinated haven't been ironed out yet. He is considering registering as a charity, according to Mississippi law, that will require filing with the Mississippi Secretary of State's office, along with paperwork for charitable distributions. Then, Carver will have to figure out who is vaccinated and who isn't.
We'll have to have a little time lapse to know who's going to take the vaccine and who hasn't had the vaccine. And then we'll have to get up with the employees that haven't had the vaccine and either do a check where we'll do a photo op and give them a check every month, or we'll have some way to Venmo, PayPal, something to cash app them some money.
A GoFundMe account must be tied to one specific checking account, with the organizer as the only individual who can withdraw funds. There are various fees attached to the donations. Carver encourages businesses to remain anonymous if they decide to donate to the GoFundMe. His start-off goal is $25,000.
It may be reached in the first week. It's more about sustainability. We've got to figure out a number. We'll have to know how many people are not going to take the vaccination, what that is multiplied by the amount, and then say we want to support these people for 3 years, and what does that take to reach that goal.
The actual GoFundMe is expected to be set up within the next couple of days, and people can begin donating. As a charity, Carver will have to file paperwork detailing his distributions.
What people want is just an opportunity to meet with a medical professional and make the decision that's best for them. They don't want government or anybody telling them what to do, and just to just to take any options away. Or maybe we just need to see the data, and they want that opportunity to see the data before they're forced to take a shot.
Carver says if his goal of $25,000 is exceeded, he will raise the goal.